Hey, good evening. How are you guys? Well, I see T-Bone, FS Minor, Regetaster, Raul, Game 5 plays. Hey everyone. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the bot. I just had to, do this manually, so I'll just publish that I'm live. The thumbnail didn't show up correct either, so that's too bad. I made a super nice thumbnail, I think. Too bad it didn't show. Oh well. Chest. Hey, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I only know one person who speaks that language. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hello, Alexander. Oh well. I want to have a look at something new tonight, which I spent a good amount of time on yesterday, actually. Yesterday evening, and I hope my wife doesn't hear this. I stayed up until 4 a.m. Gotta look over my shoulder now. Anyway, oh, that's not one. The thing I've been working on yesterday night-ish is procedurally placing rocks, which can form cliffs, actually. I hope she doesn't watch the stream. I doubt she watches the stream. She is not interested in all this. So, yeah. Well, I have a setup here, but I want to do this sort of live with you guys. I want to do something else than this. So this is a setup. I taught myself this through a tutorial, or taught myself, I learned it through a tutorial. And from the basics of it, I have figured out a few new things that is not covered in that tutorial. And yeah, it's an interesting one, because all what you see here is just automatically placed rocks on the terrain based on a couple of rules I've set up. And yeah, it does a wonderful job. It makes it look way more interesting than I'd ever be able to do manually. You can see here, it just stacks a lot of different rocks. So what I've done is I've exported the rocks from the decorative rock collection, which is on ModHub. It's basically just a collection of rocks from the base maps, so you can place them in your map or in your save game as you please. So I took them out as objects, and I've given them some color so it's easier to see which is which, and I add some attributes to them. So this rock is rock 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what I learned through the tutorial today, or last night, is I can make this point cloud. Let's see here. You can see all these dots. It's a point cloud, basically. Each little dot or vertice or point, or what you want to call it, has a unique attribute, which is of course their position and rotation, but it also says which rock do I put here. Do you follow? So I can very easily, let's see, here's the global seed. So you can see these dots move around now. Every dot here, not only will it scramble where they are and in what direction they point. You can see here the normals, they point up and out. And on the next, let's see, here. Yeah, that's better. You can see it's sort of scrambled, and every dot then gets new information. Which rock do I put here? So it struck me today that not only can I do this with rocks, I can also do it with trees. Now that's crazy, because then I can build a system where I first import my height map. Actually, this is a better way to explain it. First I import the height map. Then I place the roads, and the roads flatten the terrain where the roads go, but it also creates a mask. This mask can be used later on. Then you place the tracks if you want trains on your map. This will also create a mask. So these two masks combined will tell the fields to not be drawn where the roads and the tracks are. So if you create a field which for some reason is too close to the rail or the road, it will be restricted. So it will not be able to creep into the road. Next up, you will use the combined mask from the roads, tracks, and the fields to add rocks. And the rocks will not be able to go into the field, not on the tracks or the roads. And at last, you add trees. And the trees will not show up where the road is, or the track, or the field, or the rocks. Now, this is yet to be made. It's a completely new system I'd like to make. So, yeah, it's going to be a quick start to creating a map, and you can add on as you go with an existing map later on. But this system is sort of my, call it a wet dream if you like. So one system speaks to the other. Currently they are just self-contained and do not speak to each other. What do you think of Makke's new Reime record slurry tank pack that he's making? I've only seen a couple of screenshots. I think he's doing great progress. I think he'll get it out there. Anyway, let's take one step at a time here. I can actually add more rocks if I like. For instance, I could add more, call it more traditional boulders, like more round or square rocks. So I could set up a rule that says, okay, this is a nice ravine sort of thing, and hey, let's place some rocks here. Or I could say, some of these rocks are softer, so they will also shed some smaller stones or rocks next to them. So for each pink rock, for instance, there could be a few scattered rocks, smaller rocks next to it. It's all possible. But it's early days, and I just wanted to do this stream to show what I'm able to do with this. So let's start from the beginning. We have the height map. Nothing fancy. We've seen this 100 times now. But to be able to utilize this system, I need to convert it to, let's hide the normals. I need to convert it to polygons. So here I have the entire map laid out as polygons. Here's the wireframe. Now comes the first interesting part. And that's selecting where the stones go, or selecting what parts of the map could be scattered or could have scattered stones. I keep asking questions. Will there be a lizard version? I think he'd honestly be a fool if he didn't. Because you'd like to have as broad coverage as possible. Like, there's no reason not to make a lizard version, really. Anyway, let's try to find some places to place these rocks. Now, I've done this a few times already, just to practice and to see what I can do with it. What I see here, though, is it selects a few areas very close to the railroad. it selects some areas close to the grain mill and the road, which honestly I don't think I'd like to have rocks on. I want to hand place those. But here in the mountainsides, maybe. We'll see. I don't want these cliffs that far up, to be honest. Actually, let's see here if there's any... Oh, this is interesting. I've not done a selection like this before. Let's see. Yeah, so it's currently just directional, but I guess with some finesse and with some more nodes, I can be able to select more places where I'd like to have these cliffs. Actually, this is quite interesting. I've never done it this way in my tests, so this could be interesting. Let's try that. Okay, so I select just some places where I'd like to have the rocks. And then the next part is to remove everything that is not selected. Now there's a lot of junk here, so I'm gonna get rid of everything here that is too small. Okay, I see. I set up a system, like a GUI for it, but it didn't work out. So they're removing some bits and pieces where it's not interesting to have rocks. And then I can remove even more. Let's just leave this. So I can select parts where I know I'm definitely not gonna have rocks. Yeah, so that's probably where the road is, so no, I don't think so. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but that can be interesting. This is likely the railroad. This part, well, maybe. We'll see. It's quite new to me to see it this way, because I've never done this way of selecting before. But I don't want the cliffs to appear too high up in the mountains, actually. So I'm just gonna remove some of that. Maybe add this. Could be interesting. Okay. I think we're getting there. So, there we are. Next up, blah 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 blah. A lot of technical stuff, which is not important to adjust. So, all we are left with now is where we can scatter points. So I'll just scatter some points here. What's the error here? Hit emergency. Okay. I've set up a hard limit of do not make more than 3,500 rocks. So that's quite a lot, actually. But from here, we can see what happens when we scatter all these rocks. Nothing? Really? What? Ah. There we go. Here we are. So that's all my rocks currently. You can see some of them appear on the road. I don't want that at all. So I'll have to go in and delete those areas. Here as well. That's an excessive amount of rocks. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Actually, what I'd like to do, I think I'd like to create a separate version of this. So I'm gonna roll back a little bit here and see if I can merge these two, because that's gonna be an interesting way of yeah, adding even more rocks and maybe a little bit more believability to this map. So let's see here, because I really liked in my early testing how I got some rocks in this area facing like the train area. So I can add these. Okay, so I'm gonna find a way to merge this. Maybe it's as easy as this, I don't know. Can I sort of merge this group? We'll see. Did that, like, was it that easy? No way. Let's compare this. Holy crap, it was. That's just perfect. Okay, let's get around here and select some more areas I absolutely do not want cliffs on. So, too high up here in the mountain, no thanks. Make some random selections here as well. Not too high up here on the ridge. Nope. Not gonna happen. Okay, so this is just a rough selection. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take care of this later. Hello, dirt farmer. So many rocks, yeah. Okay, let's see how this all goes then. Let's enter to commit, and let's check the scatter tool. Now we have a lot more. I bet, like, what if I set the maximum of, I don't know, 5,000? It's gonna be a little bit denser, I think. Yes. Yeah, okay. Great. Yeah, well, both yes and no. This is not working on a height field anymore. This is pure polygons. Unless I'm mistaken, you can't do a slope selection based on polygons. Mass by. Okay, maybe. Yeah, you have the direction, but you don't have... Yeah. Can look at that later, I guess. But now, let's see. We have all these rocks, and let's look at them on the map here. And you can see adding some really nice cliffs over here. The only downside currently is the script in GE currently do not take scaling into consideration. I think that's the only thing I'm lacking at the moment, but everything is taken care of. Rotation or orientation, if you like, and position is all taken care of. So you don't even need a script in Blender. You just use Blender to convert from the format I need to export to from Houdini to bring it into the game. So this is probably a little bit too much, honestly. So let's go back and select some more over here. can just randomly select something. Just crazy, crazy, crazy. And when I hit enter now, we can see it changed. There's not that many rocks here anymore. And let's roll back. It might actually be easier and faster to do this with points instead of the polygons. But that's sort of more detailed version of this. So we can start removing these rocks that are in the way for the road. So I know that these are in the way. So I'll delete them. Same with, I guess, these. Yes. These two. So you can easily see just about what you're getting here. So at this point, it's sort of a hybrid of artistic interaction, but also the freedom of procedural placement of sticks. So you can override sort of what you're getting this way, just to make sure that nothing ends up inside where you have roads or tracks. So let's just continue with this. Probably a little bit too much over here. A little bit more. And no, this is a field, so I don't want all these rocks over here. Guess that's fine. More tracks. Is this a field or not? I don't remember. No, it's not. That's quite close to the tracks, but it's fine. It's also fine. There. Now, here's a road, so we don't want to occlude this with rocks. There we go. Any more roads covered in rocks? No, no. Well, this is sort of danger close over here. What's also nice about this is every single rock will create a mask. So I can get very precise deformation of the map. Let's see, we have a road leading up here, so we need to remove quite a lot of rocks over here. Just like this. Or maybe not all of these, but certainly these. So when I get the system fully working with masks being used for the actual placement, the process I'm doing right now will be, I think it will be a minimum. You wouldn't have to interact this much. And still, after all of this, you have the freedom of adjusting things directly in GE after the fact. So, I think this is quite good. Not sure what I think about this, maybe a little bit too much cliffs. Who knows? Let's save the project and catch up with the chat. I assume this could also be applied to other scattered like trees, small vegetation like bushes to be distributed on the points from the point cloud. Bushes and all that is actually driven by a bitmap in GE, so I wouldn't do that with this system. It would rather than be a mask. But I think that's pretty decent to do directly in GE actually. But the trees, absolutely. Kegurina, this is so smart. I love it. Well, thanks. This has really become, this tool or this collection of tools have become my dream project. I wholeheartedly cannot wait for others to use it as well and see what maps they can come up with. Okay, this map is not as massive as you think. This is a 2x2 kilometer map, so it's a default size actually. Okay, let's see. Where am I at? I want to do... What do I want to do? Do I just want to export right now? Maybe. Whoa, no. I know. There's one thing I've not done yet, and that's... Oh, this is scary, because I think I need to make a backup of the height-map. Let's see here. Mapdam Houdini. I think this is the latest one. Yes, so let's take a backup of that. 3 rocks. So what I'm gonna do now is something I've not tested yet, actually. I've seen it in Houdini, but I've not seen it in GE. So what's happening here is, let's see, let's take it one step at a time here. All the rocks produce this mask, right? With this mask, I can do just about anything. What I want to do is blur it so I can sort of ease into the rocks. Let's preview this again. So let's find a few rocks here. I actually think I need to remove this. Sorry, there's a lot of back and forward here, but I think I need to remove it. There. Yeah, so let's see, with and without this, you can see the terrain sort of creeps up onto the rocks. So yeah, it will make the rocks look even more lived in, and yeah, I think that will work really well. Now I noticed that this one rock, it's kind of annoyingly, I think it's this one. Let's try, yeah, it's that one. Sort of always poking up too much. Let's also see here, random scale. Is it possible to do random rotation? Can I do that? I wonder. Maybe you know, Katra. Random rotation. Let's try something like, there is a random rotation feature. No. Okay, let's actually just try this and see what happens. I honestly don't know what's gonna happen now. Let's try. Hang on. I want to make this after the random scale, and I want to do it here. Let's see. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. What could it be? Let me check that out. Attribute randomize. Rotation. Random rotation scale. I've seen it before, but it didn't stick. Let's check this tutorial out. Yeah, they are actually pointing sort of out, depending on the normal from the terrain. Like you can see here, they are all pointing straight out of the normal of the terrain. So what I want to do is sort of mix it up a little bit. Let's see, what does it do to make random rotation? So he has already done it, actually. Of course. I'm I need to randomize the normal a little bit, I guess. But how do I do that? I sort of get the idea, but does it actually work? Who knows? If you know, please let me know. I can learn. Add value. I wish I could be of more help, but last I worked with Houdini was like a year ago. Yeah, I don't expect that to stick. It's really something. Oh, something happened here. He added a new random attribute. Orient of No. Oh, I'm not seeing this. Woohoo! Look at that. I was just viewing the wrong node. So what I could do is, let's see, what do I really want to do? Global seed. Okay, so I get that. Let's now watch this. What happens if I change? Yeah, you can see here now. It's randomly rotating them a little, so you get even more random look. What if I disable this? How does it look then? Okay, so it's a bit excessive. And I'm not sure it's on the correct. No, that's definitely not correct. Oh, this is something. What if I do minus 0.3 to 0.3 maybe? Interesting. So now you can have even more random rotation and orientation on them. Look at them go! Hey, Gaming Joy. So now the question really is, how far do I want to push this? Let's just put this up here and into this area where I'm sort of allowed to edit. Yeah. For now, I just do it like this. I was not able to create an interface for this, sadly. I don't know why. So let's delete these. And let's have a look at the points again. Like, are they too crazy? No, I think it's fine. Oops. Now, let's see what happens when I just did the height map with this. What happens if I randomize this seed? Yeah, it does update the terrain a little bit. Let's see if I can... This is so crazy. It's so... it's so sensitive. I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time, I don't want to have rocks that don't look like they belong. So some rocks will actually look quite covered, while others will certainly look better. Like they sort of, yeah, they belong better now. You can also see here, I can make it even more rough around this. Almost like a blur. I don't like that though. Let's try 5 versus 1000. So it's, okay. I think some more uneven terrain is more interesting actually, to be honest. Well, that greatly adds more character to the terrain. Just gonna remove a couple more points here with some areas I don't like. It's especially on these ridges, I don't like having the points over here. Yeah. Also, this looks like, I don't know, it looks kind of weird, but also kind of cool at the same time. Yeah, we can hand place some here just to add to it. Great, here's another one that's creeping into the road. Remove those and remove those. We don't want the roads to be covered. Just gonna triple check now how things are. Yeah, I think everything is in good shape right now. Nothing creeping into the road, nothing. Well, maybe here. Yeah, I guess that's... Oh, that's sad. Sad to see that one go. I think it was destroying the railroad, which we flattened last time. All right. Are we ready to bring this to GE? Raise your hands. Breaks up the outcroppings too and makes repeating assets less noticeable. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, here's one. Get rid of that, I guess. Yep. Sweet. Save. Let's export all of this once and for all. So here's a setup to export this. And I learned... Of course you're ready. Yeah, it's getting late as well. So I have this system which is repeated 4 times, 1 for each type of rock. So what I will do is export only rock 1, only rock 2, 3, and 4 as separate files. So they will not spawn on the same point in world space, just like you've seen here. They are sort of just stuck next to each other, but not on top of each other on the exact same point. And that's what I'm exporting here. But I need to sort of dissect them or separate them. And this is a for each loop. If you know programming, you know that you input something, and for each instance of something, it will do something to all of them, one at a time. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm telling them to be separate parts. And then I have different outputs here, which I then feed into the output system of Houdini here. So here I have my 4 outputs. They are set up to save as clips 1, 2, 3, and 4. And they use each their own output here. Oh, let's see. Did I do something wrong here? Let's see here. Okay, it was just the naming. There. So all I'm gonna do, this is all pre-set up, and soon enough we will see the files show up here, which I can then bring into Blender for further stuff. But first of all, I need to let's see, object. I need to make sure that my yield or height field, the height map, is exported as well. So I need to export the updated height map with let's see, output. Here, I need to output this updated height map as well, because you can now see, if I zoom in here, I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, you can definitely see over here, for instance, on this sort of this ridge, that something's happened, and that's gonna help the rocks sort of be buried in the terrain. So I need to export that as well. Let's do that first. Actually, let's find a spot here. This is from my previous testings, but this time it will be different. So I'm gonna delete all of this. Let's delete. Let's just save this. And here I will save this height map to disk, and then I'll update here. We will hopefully see a difference in the terrain here then in just a second. Hopefully all goes fine, G doesn't crash, and yeah, just a slight difference. Ooh, that's gonna be interesting when we get the rocks in. So back to Houdini, we go to the output nodes, we just save them or select them and save to disk. And now it will run through each one of them, and soon we will see the files up here. Yeah, Cliffs 4 is here, Cliffs 1, and so on. Gaming Joy, is a plan to export the rock positions in the world? Absolutely yes. Absolutely. Right. So here we are. We have the 4 files. Now this is considered temporary files, really. We don't actually use this in-game because this will be almost 1 gigabyte of data, I think, or close to it. So the map will be tremendous and maybe the lag will be crazy. So what I do is I have these reference rocks, like I mentioned earlier, which is from my rock pack, which is then taken from the base game. So all of these rocks will be instanced or referenced, which means it loads the rock once in memory, as far as I can tell. It works that way in Unreal, for instance. And any changes I do to one of these will replicate to all the instances of that rock. Great, so let's open Blender, which is the next step. So you might have asked yourself, why don't I, what is this? Okay, why haven't I used the mesh brush instead of this? All of this. Simply put, 2 things. Number 1, it crashes often. I've never not had GE crash when I've used it. Second of all, I find the controls a bit clunky, honestly. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not a big fan of it. And you need to do sort of test strokes to see whether it works out for you. So here I have all my rocks. Rock 1, this is where they are in world space in the map. So I will select the empty or the transform group and export rock 1 and export this as an i3D. It may take a couple of minutes, worst case, because it's a lot of geometry. I could have saved myself a little bit of time, I think, if I exported just a plane with 1 polygon, but yeah. That's not where I am currently. So let's hang out and catch up in chat. And I can get myself a drink while this exports. Likely it will be done exporting in just, I don't know, 40 seconds or so. So just give me a moment. Alright. How are you all doing? Is it interesting, fun, or just weird? I don't know, did it say it's done, or I'm not sure it's done. Let's check the folder. No, it's not done. So it's writing data right now. Look at that. The log file alone is like a couple of megabytes of text. Always interesting and fun. That's great. I wouldn't expect anything less from someone who calls himself Joy. Well, that's good. That's good. So the file just keeps on adding here. Crazy. Okay, that file is done. So it's 327 megabytes just for that file alone. Let's delete everything here and import the next. So by the way, this is Alembic. It's different from FBX in that, at least in Houdini, I was able to separate the items directly in Houdini before export, which was a godsend. Let's create an empty and put everything in there. Let's see. There we go. And let's give that a new name. Oh boy, that was heavy. Let's give this a new name. Raw 2. And while this works, I will import the other one in GE. You will sort of simultaneously do things here. So here we are. Rocco 1 will take a couple of seconds to import, I guess, because of the size and the number of items. Now, like I said, sadly, it's not going to be a one-to-one replica of what I see in Houdini, because the script from Weasel currently does not keep the scaling data, and that's a lot. I take that on my shoulders, because back when Weasel made that script, I sort of said, hey, wouldn't it be nice if we have this script and it could do this and that? And Weasel said, yeah, that's a great idea. The original thought was to replace temporary items I could scatter in Modo or something, and eventually, like now with Houdini, rocks or trees or whatever. And at one point he asked me, do you think it would be good to have a control to whether copy the scale or not? Because he already has position in and rotation, so it will actually take the original rotation of an object and keep that when it replaces something. And in my complete stupid ignorance, I said no. So I'm the one to blame, not Weasel. Okay, so this script requires you to well, you can define it here, but the default is source and target. So all the small white rocks over here, look at that, how nice it just blends in. All of these rocks are now the target because we want to replace it with the source, and the source is this referenced mesh. So to even out the scaling a little bit, what I'll do is leave one at 1:1 scale, and then I'll make one at 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. In reality though, these are scaled differently in every axis. Not two rocks will have the same exact values. So that's kind of cool. Adds even more diversity to the scene. But what I can do for now is just randomly or set these values. So I'll have 3 variations, one at default size, one at 50% larger, and then one at double size. From here, the settings are quite easy. You can add random rotation here as well, but I felt it was better to see that in Houdini directly. So yeah, well, everything here is basically what you see is what you get. That's what I want. Does a different axis scale cause the textures to stretch? No. It's let's see. Let's find this rock right here. It's doing exactly what you can do directly in GE. This does not stretch the texture. All it does is rotate it. So that's basically what the script Weasel created does as well. Let's see. You can do here snap to terrain. I don't want to do that because they have already been placed, but snap to terrain could be useful for when you replace something with trees, for instance. Random rotation Y. I'm not going to do that because I already have them oriented from Houdini. What I do want is use target rotation, and this is where I'd like to have a tick box for use target scale. Eventually Weasel will probably do it if I ask him nice. And fingers crossed I can get this out real soon. Anyway, from here all I gotta do is distribute objects, and here we are. We have now replaced all the 1084 rocks with the working one with textures and all. So all of that was procedurally placed, and then I did some cleanup for it not to interfere with tracks and all. But like I've said before, it does interfere with existing trees because Houdini doesn't know where the trees are. Anyway, from here I can rename this rock Roxa 1, and I'll move it into a different transform. Did I delete that? Yes, I did. Okay, let's create one. Let's take Rocco 2, put that into the source, and see if the export is done. And create some copies here with the different scaling. Just realized if you place trees with the script, you can subtract the mask on the rocks from the placement so that the trees... Yes, exactly. That's my idea for the future, where I want to make a unified tool or many tools which talk together, so you don't have to use all the features. If you want to add roads and that's all you need to do, sure, use the roads tool. If you figure out later that you want to add rocks, great. Just add the rocks tool to your project. And geez, what's this music? It's nice in its correct context, but not now. Okay, where am I? Yeah, I'm gonna import rocks 2, and while that imports, we'll do the import and export of rocks 3. Oh, Blender farted and died. Great, let's try that again. So let's try save sorted file. Yeah. Import Alembic. Fine. Rockstar 3. What's interesting here though is the size of the Alembic file, because I think the Alembic sees that, oh, this is the same geometry, and those files are just 2.5 megabytes, which to me is crazy. I wish Giants... Oh, wait, maybe that's what we should petition for, that Giants starts to accept Alembic, just like they accept FBX. Oh my gosh, that would be great. That would save me so much work. Okay, let's save this. Oh, not as an Alembic. Let's save this as a i3D in the correct folder. Oh boy, I got a kid who's woken up. Just give me a sec. I'll be right back. I'm really sorry, guys. Just be right back. Okay, I don't know what happened. My wife sent me a text telling me the name of my kid, and that's just a sign that, oh, he's awake. Okay, let's say this is the target again. I'm gonna distribute the objects. By the way, let's save before anything crashes here. And off we go. Soon we will, yeah, just like that, we will see that all the rocks have been placed. Excellent. And it's starting to look a little bit nicer here. More interesting. I don't know what's going on with the textures. Maybe it's because I'm moving too fast and I don't know. Yeah, so up here, I'm not really digging it, so I'll have to delete all of those later. Let's see, rocks 2. Move that to the cliffs folder, move these to the reference folder and save. And you'll see what's happening over here. Yeah, it's still saving. Petition for not using an ancient editor. Well, I don't know what they can do about it, to be honest. As far as I know, well, I don't know, but I have a feeling that the editor is the same as it's always been, and that there's not been a rewrite of the editor. If I'm wrong, I guess Marcel or someone will chime in here and tell me. So there's the new empty, and we'll import the next Alembic and start export of that while I import number 3. So it's ending up to become a lot more rocks than I first anticipated, but yeah. Now, this map is still like a testing ground for me, and I mean, what happened here? It's still considered a testing ground for me, and what I do here and learn here will eventually and very likely end up being part of Erennebu as well. So all of these cliffs here, it's easier for me to do it on a smaller map because it takes far less time to test things and without danger of damaging Rendezvous. So yeah, that's the goal. One day more rocks will end up in Rendezvous, or more cliffs if you like. There, export that, import rocks 3 over here. I swear if Giants updated their tool set a bit, they could make so much more stuff with it way less time than they spent. In what regard? I have my thoughts, but it's always interesting to hear someone else's. I'd love to take those rocks and take the placement data and be able to export placement data so that some of them are removable in game. Rock and field either make it removable or in the future be jackhammered in the future. That's a good idea. Absolutely. I'm not too sure, like, how do you do that from a gameplay perspective? Is it just a physical object? Because I could probably, well, I think, let's see, if I made a copy of this rock, I think I could make it light enough to be able to pick up. So it doesn't destroy all the other rocks, but it's, yeah, it's just a placeable, right? Yeah, I gotcha. In that regard, I think, because I already have the placement data here, I just run a script and it will tell me the exact world location, and I just place that placeable there. Yeah, which makes it removable by destroy mode. I'm not sure how to do that though. That's completely new to me. Let's see. Let's make a few copies here, and I know, I didn't make it to here, but this one is so tall. It's just ridiculous. There. Let's distribute and see what happens. Excellent. Yeah, like these ones. Crazy. Doesn't look that good to me. So that's gotta go real soon. Let's save again. See how it's going with export. Still working. Okay, so while that works, we could clear out a few here. Let's remove or hide the trees while we work so we don't accidentally remove them. Just select. So, yeah, here's a nice thing. I can, because these are now individual objects, I can move them about. I can change them. For instance, if I'd like to have this show more, no problem. And I can, of course, sculpt around them just to add to that entire, yeah, look and feel of it. No problems there whatsoever. Let's check. Still exporting. Yeah, so I need to, and this is a painful part, I need to at some point have a close look at, are any rocks in the way of trees, and just move them out of the way. That's probably gonna take some time. But yeah, it might also encourage me to just start looking into that tree placement stuff. It's basically gonna be a copy paste of this system, but with a few different rules to make Make the trees appear more dynamically, more in sort of clumps. You know, it looks like a forest where seeds have dropped to the ground and whatnot. I also think I need to do this push to terrain. Do I have that over here? No. It's on the essentials. Like so. Can I? Okay, side by side. There. So push to terrain. And it will push all the trees to the terrain. You can still, I guess you saw that shift right there. Let's see, spruce. Might have to do some changes here as well. There. So it doesn't look so it's buried in the ground. This is likely to be fixed as well. There are some rocks over here. So that looks quite nice now. And push the terrain. Oh, and some of them just need to be moved around. This looks quite nice actually. Nice. I'm really digging this. This adds so much to the overall effect, and I didn't pay a second thought to this. It just works. Oh gosh, I love it. It feels like a game now. Like map making has become a game, and it's not a chore like it could be at times. Let's see. Make a script for trees not to collide with objects. Yeah. The reason, or maybe it can be done in GE for all I know. I don't know. But for what in Houdini's regard, I need to get the placement of all these trees. Actually, it gives me an idea. I could make a copy of all the trees and change them to spheres or something and use that in GE to make a mask. Gosh, that's sort of a backwards thinking, like I can do it, but it's only to solve this issue, not a feature I want to have necessarily. That's rocks 3. Now let's see if this export is done, and it is. So let's save this and import. Yes, Marcel, it sucks that the rock removal isn't available in mod maps yet. I agree. If I may, push some buttons, ask around, tell them that I'd like to have that. And better textures. Gosh, I swear this map would be rocking the Silver Run textures. The map would climb like 10 levels if I could use them. And not least the water shader and the stream or the creek. That would add so much to the atmosphere. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna push you too much on that. You know what I mean. We've talked about this before. A good way to do first is to place points uniformly across a height map and then just progressively subtract maps from it, such as slope, angle, and all the other placements, etc. Yeah, I have experimented with it, and there's a way to make the point clouds cluster. Like, you can have some really nice clusters of forests as well. And just like I am able to say that each point is each type of rock, I think I can say that, hey, trees over here in the map, you should be birch. Trees over there should be spruce. Trees over there should be pine. And then we could have a mix somewhere in the transition area, perhaps. Gosh, I've learned so much the last 24 hours that I'm I'm vibrating inside. I'm like, geez, this is gonna be so great. So I'm truly a huge step closer to my vision, which is to have extremely much done in Houdini for map making. Like, I don't know what I can't do anymore, to be honest. Well, scripting part, of course, but wow. Okay, let's see. Last time is a charm. Let's see here. Is there any interesting parts here where... Oh, there's some rocks. Let's see how that's gonna look when I replace it. There we go. Distribute objects. Bam! Woo! Look at that. It's a bit tall though. Too tall for my liking, maybe. So let's actually adjust that a little bit. Hold on. Rock so 4. And then move this into the glyphs folder. Now, I will just take these. And I'm actually ready now to test this in game. Wow. I must say I really like this. Yeah, this obviously has to be done or fixed as well. Need to create a nice, smooth transition here. Maybe add some more grass. Anyway, this is getting real close to being done-ish. The map, I mean. I don't feel there's so much more I can do with it, and honestly, it's not supposed to be a big got it all kind of map. I don't know. It will be fun to playtest it anyway. Like, this is my what's it called? Well, it's not a premiere. Like, you know, the last rehearsal before it premieres. I feel like this is that for me. This is just the beginning of a new map for me. Like, map making will be so much faster with these tools. I tend to say like a lot. I feel like I'm on a American talk show or something when I talk like that. I usually don't. I think. Great. So let's just get these out of the way of... Oh gosh, I feel... It feels rather natural as well. So if I had more variation in sizes and more variation in looks, maybe I need to buy an asset pack or something. Who knows? Unless, you know, we can have access to some really nice assets from other maps one day. Let's just switch off the here. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Let's continue this over here. Great. That feels great. Okay, let's try this in game then. The area, the shop area here should be made better as well. Let's see. Let's replace. And I'll just expand this area a lot over here. Because in game it will shout and scream that it cannot place. Let's see, subtract. Wait, what? What am I missing here? Ah, it was limited to texture without actually being limited to a texture. Right. Great, so let's also check the gameplay, vehicle shop, store spawn, 1 and 2. Okay, so let's move this over here and this over here. So now I have a lot larger shop area. Save it, go to town. So let's see, I need this, wait, that's, there we go, new game. Easy dev, we're gonna need this. Let's actually just put on a, hey, oh, I'm so tempted to add a mod here, but I don't know. Is Oscar in here? If you are, please give me a wave. You probably know what I'm asking about. Let's not do anything rash, just in case. Store deliveries is fine, and yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna do all this. Just wanna have fun. Let's enable the game controller and let's go. I think that's all I need actually, just to fly around and get a feeling for it. Let's see. Let's catch up with the chat. Dress rehearsal. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. I missed a lot of chat here. Houdini learning curve is insane. The possibilities are endless. Yes. If I had been able to use Houdini every day since I started with it, I think I don't know if I would have gotten to this outcome, but I think I'd learn certain things a lot faster. For sure. Now let's first just fly around and have a look at things. This is gonna be a river eventually, so you'll have actual water, not just painted texture here. It will of course have a flow map, so it will look a lot nicer. This will be a bridge at sometime, and you see that slope. Let's actually full screen this. So this slope will become straight, more like an incline, and have a bridge. That's the goal, at least. Look at that. Look at that. These rocks are just so nicely implemented. And how long did this take? I don't know, but I have a feeling I'd still be placing rock number 27 by the time I've gotten to this place. Do the rocks have collisions? Yes, they do, because they are taken from the base game, and yeah, they have collisions. Some of them don't have proper collisions, to be honest, so you will sort of sink into them. I have not taken care and fixed that. I think that's a giant thing to fix, to be honest. But who knows whether they'll do it. Look at that! I think that was hand placed though. but these were not. These were procedurally placed. So with some grass over here, bushes. Oh, look, imagine that, having a fence up here, running around these rocks. Oh gosh, that's gonna be beautiful. Let's see. Let's buy this plot and just plop some fences. What fences do we get? Yes. These are... What's the difference of these? These are really tall? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe the white ones look better. Yes, this is starting to feel really nice. So actually, imagine that. This area could be so nice to have for cows. Or sheep, for that matter. Collides with another item. Oh man. Too bad. Wish I could run them through there. Collides with another... Oh no. That's a passage. Oh no. Collides with another item. I guess it's a rock down here. Let's see. Yeah, it's all these rocks under, which probably causes that. Oh well. I don't know if that's something I could override. Getting all these tools we save 55% of the time of terrain creations. Yeah, I can imagine. Would be nice to see someone do a map with only these tools or as much as possible and see what they would come up with, not knowing anything about Houdini. Actually, let's jump to the road. Say here, somewhere. I think, yeah, I just missed it. The road is over here. Let's see. Also, you should have easy to tools. Makes it a lot easier to role playing and having loads of it in game. Yeah, I guess that wasn't aimed at me. Okay, let's see. Look at that. It is amazing. Oh, better watch out for the train though. Let's see, where is the train? We could hire it soon, see what it looks like from the train's perspective, going through the new landscape with the rocks. I mean, come on, let's add some grass here, and that's looking really nice. Oh man, this area will be the main farm spot, I think, farmyard. That's what I'm planning on doing, a set of procedurally generated wilderness style maps. Nice. Oh man, I'm all game. Yeah, you can see here I'm dipping through here because of the the reduced, like the silhouette is different because it's actually using the LOD1 mesh as collision. Smart move, but doesn't work when you're close up and need to drive on the rock. But you know what Houdini can do? It can decimate the rocks real easy. Choo choo. Oh gosh. Yep. 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 Great. There you go. Yeah, Kasra, exactly. I'm a bit slow with catching up the chat here, but 16 next map with all these tools at your hand. Oh boy, it's gonna be a blast, really. But this is a default sized map, and it took this and that long for each separate pass, and you will soon go out of RAM or memory because this is really a lot of data which is carried over, but result is amazing. So you better do chunks at a time, I guess. So let's actually jump into the first over here. I had some more rocks here the first round I tested this, and that looked pretty sick as well. But this time around it made fewer rocks. Maybe I was too aggressive with deleting or selecting. I don't know. Now I sort of have to hunt for the rocks, and here's some of them. But it really adds to it though. It makes it feel like this location is unique, the way it's sort of these barren rocks just poking up here barely. And look at those trees stuck in the middle there. Yeah, but I can't, I feel so biased and that it's so wrong of me to say this, but I really like this. I am thoroughly happy with the result it's giving. I'm not sure there's more rocks. I'd expect a little bit more over here actually. Well, there's nothing stopping me from doing just that. Create some new rocks over here. So I could actually do that. Maybe not this stream though, it's getting late. But the tool is available to me, so it's no problem to add more. Here's some more rocks. Yes, the outside maps would be so much better. Absolutely true. Now we can create the outside map as a mesh directly in Houdini, and you'd see both the outside map and the actual playable map, and you can just extend on that and they will blend seamlessly. The only thing or the hardest thing to get right is the textures on the outside map, because you're limited to UV space textures, so the resolution is telling. You can do, well, that's sort of a lie. You can actually do texture blending as well. Now what I don't like is how some of these rocks just seem to plonk their place there. So either I sculpt a little around them, or I oh, actually what you see though is not the correct scale. So it might look better if I get an updated script from Visual with the scale stuff intact. Yeah. Let's see. Horrible textures. Early testing of the road tool actually. I think this road is maybe 4 or 5 months old. I had no clue what I was doing and experimenting with the road profile and so on. Look at this! It looks so cool. The way it's sort of just collected here. And I see I need to move or remove one of the rocks. Either way, this is truly a step in the right direction. Let's check the chat again, sorry. You know, aside from road markings, I like painted asphalt more than the road meshes most of the time, because during gameplay you can adjust roads that way. You can't when they are placed meshes. Yeah, I get what you mean. I'm sort of mixed. I really like that roads as a mesh can be more detailed. I don't care for the jagged edges. On the other hand, I like roads to kick up dust and make my equipment dirty, so it looks more worn and lived in, like you've used it for a long period of time without washing it. It's hard to get both, actually. Let's see. Yeah, it would have taken 100 hours Game Joy to place all these manually. The thing is, even if you would be faster doing it manually on one map, but setting up a procedural system, you have saved more time and more work. You do the more maps you do, because you can reuse the system. Exactly. That's the goal. Let's see. Ah, yeah, the outside maps. I have a good solution for that too, says Captra. I tested somewhat on Random actually, and it was, I did that outside map in World Machine, I think. Yeah, I think it was. And that worked out quite good, although not perfect. The seams are visible, but who knows, like, nobody will care. And those who do care have too little to do. Why are you even bothering checking out the borders of the map? Let's see. I will jump to the train spawn thing over here. And oh, geez, that was fast. And I'll get to the train and we'll see, where is it? Where's the train? Oh, there it is. It's coming real soon, so let's just run up here, and I think it will stop around here somewhere. And I can check the chat. Theo, I think it's sad that maps are so good, but then you get to the ending and it's a white screen. If you are able to generate AI terrain which fits the map style with no effort. I'm not sure I can do it with AI, but you should be able to either generate, or if you export more, like on Houdini, when you export the terrain you want to play on, if you export more data outside the playable area, you can use that outside terrain as your outside terrain in game, actually. You should talk about the tiled output solution on World Machine for creating maps surrounded locally. Yeah, you actually gave me that idea and it worked out real nice. So let's see. Oh, come on, stop. There we go. Let's open World Machine. I'll now show you why I like that. I'm not sure if the free tier has tiled building. Might not, but let's see. Let's say that this is my entire playable area. And let's see here. we have the Explorer view. So what World Machine can do, let's see if I can see the extent view. Wait, where's my extents? So this is my extent there, but where is it on here? Scene setup. I thought I would be able to see the extents over here. But anyway, as you can see though, this is a height map generated procedurally, just like in Houdini. You can do it there as well, but I feel I have way more control here in World Machine. So this setup here, with these textures and all, can generate a vast majority of a terrain outside the actual terrain. So I can at any time extend the area I'm working on. I'm actually a bit surprised I'm not seeing... Let's see... Why can't I see anything outside? Let's see. But notice this mountain range over here. These peaks and all that. I can at any time extend the terrain here. So we started at 8 by 8 kilometers. And I can extend this to say 12 by 12. The mountain stays put. You just extend more terrain outside. So you can basically do that. You can import any height map and make a procedural terrain and make it fit together. And from here you can do tile exports. So the way you do that is you say, how many tiles do I want? So the target size of each tile could be 1K. So let's see here. We want 3 tiles, right? So in the middle is your playable area, which is now 1K. So that would be either 1 kilometer or 2 kilometers if you follow the default setup in the maps of Farming Sim. But on the outside, you will have sort of a frame. You get what I'm going here? You can export each tile as a separate 3D model with low resolution poly count. And it's complete with UVs, so it's ready to paint on if you have a Substance Painter, so you can paint masks directly on the model, which is great. So that way, you can very easily create your outside terrain. Let's check World Machine actually. I think the cheapest is 99. Oh, it's 119 now. It lets you use up to 4 CPU threads. Okay, yeah, it does not do tiled. So you actually need the professional version, which is $300 to do tiled terrains, but it lets you use all cores of your PC and no resolution limit. So that's actually $50 more than Houdini. But it's perpetual, so buy it once, use it forever. Yeah, so if you don't have access to real-world terrain, at least you can create something. So the map here was actually created with Gaia, which is similar to World Machine. It's just a different tool for doing the same things. Yeah, but so annoying that I can't see the extents over here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so here's the extents. They highlighted here. And anything outside is actually generated based on the same rules this terrain is. So these rules, if I change them now, let's see if I can split the window once more, maybe. So I can change this and things will look so different in the world view here. And by this, if you are into generating the terrain instead of downloading something real, you can move it around. I think, yeah, I can move it around, and you can see live here in the viewport what it looks like. And you can say, oh, this feature actually looks pretty nice. Let's make a map over here. And you can go exploring, basically, like, okay, I like this landscape, I like this feature. And yeah, you can create new maps in no time. You basically set up a default sort of terrain type and just move things around and iterate and create new maps in no time with this and Houdini, and have a blast at sort of a random generator almost. Technically, you can also create distant assets and manually plop them outside the barrier, like additional mounts. Yes, exactly. So I could export this as, let's just create this less. Let's see. Something like that, maybe. That's extreme. I would never use that, but you get the idea. I can export this as a distant object, and I can sort of, like in the Alps map, Alpine map, it's mostly chunks of mountains you can put together. Another alternative version is to output low-res large terrain, say 12 by 12, and then output a smaller extent, like, yeah. Exactly. I should be able to... Let's actually try that for fun. See what happens if I import the DM. Taskbench map data, and there. This is 2 by 2 kilometer. Actually, so it's super small over here. I wonder. Let's see. It's really small compared to the rest over here now. So let's actually say that this is, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be 6 by 6 kilometers, I think. This is gonna be at the center as well. How do I reset this? There. Okay, so is that 0? Really? Oops. Huh, interesting. Okay. There, now it's in center. So, or more or less. So now we have my map right here. Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotcha. So I need to, yeah, this is also extremely crazy though.
Tell by the way you were looking for
So something like that, maybe. Suddenly you have a terrain you can use as the outside terrain. Now, let me see if I remember this correctly, because I may not. What is this output here? File metadata extends mask. Okay. There. No, I don't want to add it. Let's see, I need to invert this. Oh hey, what's going on? There we go. Yeah, something like that. So when you're down here playing the game, what you'll see is the map just continues, right? Now this is quite extreme though. But you can see the roads here, you can see the mountain, you can see the horizon like this. So what you do is make sure that this is dead center and it takes up the size of a tile. Like so. And then you would be able to export the outside tiles and the middle tile, and it will just go flush together. Will not have any sort of lip or yeah, change in elevation suddenly. It will just blend nicely together. So that's that's really something. I guess you can do the same in Houdini as well, but I haven't really checked that out. You can sort of create landscapes in Houdini as well. I have not, like I said, checked that out. Gaia is cheaper, but it cannot do tiled exports, at least not that I was aware of last time I checked. Maybe I'm wrong. If I am, I'm sorry. Okay, so this tool is my new friend, best friend, next to the road and railway train tool. Let's try something else here before I go to bed. Oh, by the way, let's just put this on autopilot and see where it goes. And set high quality to like 5 or something, so I can render trees further away. So, oh, it does have tiles, so that's great. Let's actually just copy some stuff from here. So I have the height map. It is now updated, I think. And I can do mask by feature. As you can see, I can now mask by slopes. And I can say that when it gets too steep, I don't want to have slope or anything in there. So from here I can make a cylinder. Now let's just make it really simple here. Right, something like that. Radius. Oh, nice. I wasn't aware we had that. And just give it a color of something brown. There, that's that. And let's make a cone. No, we can't do that. Okay, let's actually make a new cylinder. What's it called? Transform. So I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna scale them down like that, so I get this cone shape. Scale it up a little bit, and maybe make a new transform and a merge, just to get an idea of something that looks like a tree, right? Something like that, and scale it down. There we go. Color and green. Right. Let's see. Also make this have this normal information. There we go. Now we have let's see. A nice little tree when I'm done here, at least. Look at that. That's my tree, right? Tree. So from here, we can scatter points. Let's see. I think I could do that. I feel scatter. Yeah. So mask or scatter points. This is height field, scatter points, so like that. This, and primitives to instance. Like so. Now I have dozens and thousands and billions of trees. Excellent. Let's see. Let's just remove that for now, so we can see only the points. Can I? Please? No? Okay, let's do it like this. Let's make points. Points. Can I see them? What? Oh, okay. Let's do it like this then. What happened? Oh, I made it an expression for some reason. Oh boy, crash. No! You want to say crash? Yes? Please? Start Houdini again. And all the music stopped. Let's continue. So it's starting Houdini. Let's see what happens. Go around, I'll watch a replay on the big screen. Thanks for the stream. Have a nice one, game enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Houdini can do good terrain stuff, but it's a lot less beginner friendly. Yes, I agree. I thoroughly like Gaia and World Machine a lot better. Can you specify the max overlap? Yeah, I guess that was for where your map extends into the procedural map. Yes, you can sort of do that. Let's see. What did I lose? Oh no. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I have a up right here. We'll see. don't have a backup. Okay, so it's better to just use what I had then and restart. Recreate the trees. Ah. Cylinder. Make it small. So height like 2 and something like that, and there we go. Now we have a tree-ish. So we take this transform and make it into a the top of the tree. Here, use to sort of make merge the vertices. It's getting great. So I'm talking less. I don't know. Less functional. Okay, so that's the basics of that. I will then do another transform and merge these two together so I can move this up. Oh, rotate, move it up. There. Slightly scale it. There. Great. So I'll have color here. It should be brown, and another color here, which will be green. Then I'll merge these two together as well. So I get the let's see, transform. Let's just scale this down. There, tree, ta-da. Yep, okay. Save. Just for the heck of it. Let's see. Mask by teacher. Let's do this again. Slope and slope. Then scatter. Gonna have mask, terrain, whatever to scatter. Tree. Okay, so I gotta scale this up. Transform. And there we go. Now I have tons of trees. And they are huge and many. So we can change the amount of trees here, I guess. Let's see, relaxation coverage is maybe 1. Oh, it is not liking that. I wonder if I do how will that? No. Okay, that's interesting. So for some reason it doesn't like that they are different. Okay, whatever. Just leave it as no. Leave it as that for now. Sweet. So you can get an idea of the automatic placement of trees as well. Now this is very, very simple though. But I don't know. Let's see how many points there are right here. Which means, yeah, we have 99,000 points currently, and that's quite a lot. Even here, that's 10,000 trees. Crazy. So this is probably about 50,000. Yeah, 50,000 trees. Now imagine if, well, I can export this right now and switch all the trees in the map to this placement of this. Granted, they are like pointing in the normal direction of the terrain though, but yeah, it's that simple to do. So if I add, say, the road tool and a mask here, you know, it's just gonna say, hey, trees, don't go here. And it's not that hard really. What's hard is gonna be engineering the way all the tools together combined will talk to each other, how they will work. So I really gotta do it like here, I think, like the proposed idea here, that the height map is the beginning. You have a specific tool just for the height map, and then you fuel the other ones with that height map. So it's only loaded once. And wherever you place roads, it will also create a mask. The tracks will create a mask, which is then combined before it's in here in the define fields tool or the field dimensions tool, and so on. Someone tell FTR for the logging dream. Yeah. So yeah, you have a lot of different ways you can mask this. You have occlusion as well. Let's see, minimum occlusion. You have this ramp, so you can sort of decide very neatly where you want the trees and so on to be. You have our curvature. So this does some interesting things. So you get sort of trees placed, yeah, only where there's curvature. You also have height, so you can say, hey, I can't have trees any higher than this. Above this area, there won't spawn any trees at all, no matter what. Which can also be interesting for sort of alpine kind of maps where trees don't grow above this certain height. Yeah, so you have a lot of possibilities here. You also have noise, of course. Combine method, yeah, just replace it for now. So this is a noise in which you can scatter all the trees you like within. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. Here you can have some more noises. And if you do this too, so now it sort of takes the previous mask and punches holes in it. So that way you get some more interesting ways of adding trees. Let's see, subtract, no. Difference. I think multiply is the way to go, actually. I think there's also ways to sort of clamp it, but I don't know too much about that yet. Yeah, so you have some good ways to design where the trees appear based on a few rules you set up. So it's within reach to create this tool fully procedurally, where you can place trees in the exact same way as we did with the rocks. Actually, let's try something here. If I say scatter, let's not do so much coverage here. Let's do a few. Let's see, this is 3,000. Jeez, it's so many. Maybe I should try to draw a mask. I should try to make it within a certain area instead. So let's say where should I go? Let's try this one. So I can draw on this mask right here. So now that's my mask, and from here I think I can do this. See, multiply. Yeah, so now I get sort of the randomization I want, and then some more, and then I have all these trees within this area I've masked out, and now, whew, look at that. Sweet. Match normals with terrain. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Now they are pointing up. Exactly what I wanted. So let's export that. How did I do that? I need to check the clips file here for a second. So I need to do this. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen to the terrain. How do I... Let's make a group. Let's make a group. Call it trees. And let's blast. What? It completely removes the... It does not carry over the data, as far as I can tell. Let's see. That's interesting. Right, blah 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 blah. Nothing. It does not carry over the data I need. Okay, well, let's see what happens then. Let's out this like so. Trees out. Trees test and select trees test ABC, and the output is from the G1 trees output. Let's try that. Open Blender, see what happens. You can also take the same mask that you use to place, then invert it and fill some of the gaps with other varieties, so you get really diverse forest. Yeah, that's true. Trees test. Let's see what happens. Yep, I got them all. And it's so freaking fast and awesome. Like, I don't even have to think twice now. So let's export that as i3D. Trees. Export. And in here, go to the area. It's over here. Oh yeah, it will crash with the rocks though. But that's important. Trees. Ta-da! We'll see the trees pop up here. And let's call this target. Let's see. And now, ladies and gents, let's find the trees we need. So I have a tree bank here. I can have this be spruce in various. Like so. From here, I can say distribute objects. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh, this is just gonna be so fun. Holy crap. I mean, come on. This is now if I wanted to have more diversity here, I can still use these trees as new targets. I can add say Holmokra spruce instead. Or in addition, I don't know, I can just paint them in, paste them in here. So I can keep changing them, sort of. Because the points are already there, the locations are there, the rotations are there. So I can completely change up how it all looks. Let's see, let's add one birch. One birch from Holmokra as well. Holy crap, this is opening so many possibilities. No, don't... Yeah, exactly, that's true. Unless you really need to separate that. This is birch, this is whatever. Wow, look at that. Of course, it's floating, but that's no problem. You just push to terrain and you're done. Bonk. Done. Holy crap. I wonder if anyone at Giants are watching this and don't say anything, because now they're gonna do it themselves. But you know, Giants, if you are watching, just hire me instead. I already have this stuff done. Oh, look at this. I like this sort of terracing here. So if I go into painting foliage and trees masks here, if there's any other masks going on here which I don't want to destroy. Yeah, over here. Oh, there's plenty. Let's just remove all of that. So now I have all my rules set up for this script, which will place different foliage. So what I want to do is, let's say I want some forest needles. Ideally, I would like to figure out a way to make use of this pool together with Houdini. So here's where it comes in with different trees. If a pine is put down or drawn into, like, if a point is supposed to have pine, then it should also generate an object which paints pine into the mask. And if it's a broadleaf tree such as birch, it should paint that correct bit for that in the surrounding area, right? So when you get into GE, you would just run the script to place foliage. That would be so cool. So you would actually have something like this. You would have a final, like a prepared mask for you to just run the script, and you wouldn't have to do anything about it. Just paint or define it in GE and off you go. Let's see. Let's actually make some more pine or forest needles here in some locations. Grass meadow, I don't know. Might look weird. Who knows? Grass only, yes. But I don't think it's grass. It's more like, you know, what's it called? Like these ones. The mix of everything. Now, when I first started using this script, oh, grass deco. Oh, I was wrong. There is a separate one for that. So grass is actually grass. Yeah, when I first started using this, it was such a godsend. It really sped up the process of Renbu like tenfold. I can't imagine doing a natural looking map like this without the script. So just save and then run the script. Yeah, saved, and then where is it? Plus mod and foliage creator 2K, I guess, because it's a 2K map. I guess it's processing right now. Or no? Yeah, I think it is. It's just crazy slow. Oh, look at that. It needs so much weird stuff here because the script isn't updated yet with the textures. I think I need to change something here. Let's see. Script editor and let's mod foliage creator. So these numbers are not correct anymore. Ah. Where am I? I need to have texture layer. Grass is not 86 anymore, it's something else. For some reason, because I added snow, I think. So let's just create a new transform group and do the setup, because then it will print the exact numbers. And I can once and for all just change these numbers to the correct ones. Layer manager. Combine layers. So let's start from the top here. Rough dirt is 77. Well, that's... No, it's not right. That's 81. And then just work our way down here. I sort of wish it would automatically give me the numbers, because it makes it so much easier to just have them available for the different scripts you use. Oh, I made 2 87s. Oh well, it's an easy way to just get things going. The downside is if you want to have the option to paint these in game, you also need to change the XML so it will refer to the correct layer name. There, are we happy? Snow is 99. What? There. Apply. Yes. And close. Then I'll get the correct number here and let's see, grass should be 90. Horse needles is 84. Grass deco is should I just take grass? And 90 and 90. I think that's it. Yes. Okay, let's run that script over again. And it should look a little bit better, I think. Scripts plus mod foliage creator 2K. If grass and bush is done via a bitmap, could it be possible to generate a map for bush? Yes, yes, absolutely. I think that's possible. The issue is, well, I guess it's not an issue, but if you, I think I want to make it. Well, you need to make a decision, I guess. Is the tool used and the mask used for setting up a new map, or is it to add to a map? Because it gets a bit complex when you need to load many files which cannot have the same pixel be white, if you get what I mean. Two different files with white pixels at the same spot will override each other, and I don't know which one is gonna win or lose that battle, but it certainly well, that didn't work. But it certainly does make for a little headache. So field create, no, not field creator, foliage creator. I wonder why this didn't work, to be honest. Did I not change the correct one? Looked like it spit out some errors, but we'll see. So I see Cutrides here. I see there's 3 viewers here. Who are the other ones? That would be nice to know in case you have interest in this. Let's see. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, but why doesn't this work? Ah. Oh. 90, please. I guess that's what was wrong. But what texture is this? This is river. Huh. Did I paint river? No? What is this? Grass take over with bush. But why did that paint river? Shouldn't have. Grass. Deco. Okay, I guess it's this. 90? Wasn't that? Let's try this again. I'll figure it out. Let's print all of these. Oh, that was wrong. Let's do this again. Setup. Please print. Thank you. No? What? What am I missing here? Why isn't it? Okay. Whatever. But I really thought I got it right this time. What's going on? Why can't I paint? What's value? No. What am I missing here? I'm in the paint mode. What? What happened? Okay, I'm blind. I'm truly blind. I don't know why it's not working now. Okay. Let's save this and just go in game and have a look at what it looks like. Just get an idea of it while we load the map, or maybe I could just also save this, yes. Let's just prepare this for loading. There. So I'm ready. Let's load the map again. And I wonder if it's a bug or what it was that didn't let me paint. Makes sense. Might be able to do something like have a combined map and then split it out into separate value maps, like a splat map. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it needs some thorough thinking. Ah, look at that. So something's up here. Let's actually just run the script and see if it works this time. So theoretically it should become more grass and less gravel or whatever it is. Yeah, that's more like it. That's what I wanted. So there's something else. Like, I painted that manually. Probably snow, I don't know. Okay, looks good. Looks good, looks good. Then save the map, then start it. Let's go full screen. Great. Enable the controller. Let's I don't know. Let's just get a forestry machine or whatever. Something. And jump over here. It's over here somewhere. think this looks pretty good. To think that all of this is procedurally generated, holy crap. I think I only painted the area where I wanted trees, and the rocks were there already from the previously placement. Jeez. I'm kind of shocked. This almost feels like the ChatGPT of map making. Makes it so easy. So maybe we'll have, at least if people pick this up, pick up Houdini and gives it a chance, we might see more interesting maps in a while. So what's left to do from here is basically setting up placeables. I don't think I'll dive into doing that in Houdini. Although, you know. Okay, imagine, just imagine for a second. What if I exported the most necessary placeables as OBJ so I can see them in the map and I can hand place them and I can flatten an area around them, and all I need for the export is the world position. You know, I don't even need the object in the editor because I know the area is flattened and I just need a position. Woo! This gives me ideas. That's certainly something to check out. Maybe I get some time tomorrow. We'll see. That will be for tomorrow night, I guess. So perhaps maybe I could do a stream on that as well, experimenting live, and you'll see the process of the struggle on how to do things. Yeah, I must say this area, for being 100% procedural, really looks nice, and with all the trees, the different trees, holy crap. If I had a face cam now, you would see me with a big grin, a big nasty grin on my face. Wow, so imagine even having smaller rocks scattered around the larger ones to really settle them in, and yeah, that will really sell it for me, I think. Now, I don't know if the frame rate is low because who knows why. Might have something to do with all the trees and all the No, wait. I set it to set IQ. So it's more like this when you play it normally. So it's still 60, 70, 18 FPS. So I think we're fine. And actually, I think there's close to 10,000 trees on this map, maybe a little less, and we're up to about 5,000 or 6,000 rocks. Holy crap. This is a game changer. All I need now is a nice little creek with white water. Then I'd be really happy. If I could, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I could place the modules they already have in Silverrun, like they showed on the developer stream. Even that would be a godsend to, yeah, just to add to the feeling here. Wow. I am shocked and happy and stunned and whatnot. This is really This is really adding to it. Oh, come on, I can't buy that. Is there like a farmland by all? No? Okay. Can I like buy all of the farmland? Hello. Cut this tree, please. Thank you. Oh, come on. Yeah. Wow. Well, I think that concludes the stream. It's already extremely late and it's my turn to get up early with the kids. And that's in about anything from 3.5 hours to 5 hours. It depends entirely. Yeah, Sovereign has about 20k trees. True. The LOD are just billboards, so more trees shouldn't be a big deal. True. Well, thank you for staying here all the time, Katra. That's amazing. I feel many people will just pop in and go out again because they don't understand it or feel it's boring to see me struggle, or boring to wait and see the progress, or lack of, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just find a nice spot here and take a screenshot and share on Discord, because this is truly awesome. Yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks a lot for staying up with me. It's late, and thanks a lot for giving me new ideas. Really appreciate your company. So have a good night, everyone. We'll catch each other later on. I'm on Discord, I'm on YouTube, so cheers.